I'm getting like goosebumps. Okay, I pull up. Okay, okay. You pull up. Oh, this is gonna go really hard, isn't it? Oh, okay. Good pick. Good pick. Why is he so scared? Why he's so nervous? He's just a nervous boy. That was good, Cosmic. That was good. I'll admit it. That was good. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. Hi. How are you? What did you have for lunch today? How are you? How's it going, everybody? Cosmic Blade, Childish Gambino, Adam Skitru. I saw Maru peek in here earlier. Hello, hi. Welcome. And to everybody who's lurking. Hi, hello. Hi. A special hello, hi to you. To you right there. Yes, you right there. Finally. What is this? What is this? Everything is changing. Goldfish, Julia, Mom Spaghetti. He's nervous. He's upchucking Mom Spaghetti. I had tofu and goat cheese salad for lunch. Let's go. Let's go. Maru's been very hard working. She's been a very busy bee. I guess I guess we're just gonna get right into it. Um, hey guys, I know I keep saying this, but I'm gonna say it again. We're moving. We're moving very soon, and there's a lot of changes that come along with that. One of the biggest ones is the fact that we will no longer be in this tiny ass room, which is really cool, really cool. Among many other changes, I'm really excited to get into a slightly bigger streaming space, and I'm really excited to finally live with Maru. That will be really cool. There'll be a lot more. There will be a lot more content with Maru and I, and the chances of us appearing on each other's streams are just gonna rise exponentially. We're talking at least two more times, at least two more times. Um, and I have a lot of ideas for content with that, but we won't be able to do that until we are there. Um, I guess I'll leak this one now, and then we're gonna talk about some more stream announcements a little bit towards the end of stream. But as it appears right now, since I'm talking about Maru, as it appears right now, on Friday, September 8th, Maru and I are actually going to be putting together a little bit of a gamer stream thing. A little bit of a challenge run, much like what I did with Medusa during the Dubathon. So those of you who are here, Medusa and I challenged each other to a challenge run on the I guess the Great Sky Island within Tears of the Kingdom. It's like the very first place that you're in inside of the game. So we challenged each other to see who can get off quicker, and we aren't able to use like certain abilities and stuff, and we had a wheel. It was a whole thing, but I had a lot of fun with that, and I've been hearing through the grapevine, specifically from Medusa, that he would like to play more games, but this is not about him, and we do have something involving him very soon that I'll get at it towards the end of stream. But Maru and I are going to be doing a challenge run of Breath of the Wild, essentially in memoriam, much like LaCroix is to soda. It's like remembering what we did there, except for a slightly different flavor, and it's with Maru and I instead of Medusa. They both have M's in their name, so it's like, it's like switching one M word for the other M word. Are you gonna take a pretty rock from the property to remember it by, or nah? I don't have any pretty rocks on my property. um and to be quite honest with you, it's not like I'm leaving this property forever, because the thing is, I do own it, and I'm not. Well, let me be very specific. I do not own this house quite yet, but I will within the next give or take about 10 years. So it's not like I'm going to be saying goodbye to this house forever. It's more of just like, I'm moving on. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make some beautiful things with Maru. So that's what's happening, right? So anyway, I'm excited for the move. Maru's actually put together quite a bit of the stream room already, and I think it looks fucking poggies. Like, I know I showed you the floor plan before on stream, which looked a little something like, I'm looking at this and I'm buying for time. That is a dog peeing on the floor. Um, whoa, Jesus Christ. There's a lot of titties in my DMs, and all of them are not Maru's. Jesus. But oh, here it is. Here it is. Now I know that I showed y'all this before, bruh. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. Maru understands, but you wouldn't understand. Anyway, so this is the floor layout, and I know I showed this on stream before, but it's it's pretty clean cut. No, she did not make this in Minecraft, which very, very disappointed in. But she's made some serious progress, and I honestly think that it's gonna be enough space for both of us. The only problem is that Maru talked about this on her stream, but she actually just got employed. And because she's going to be working at home, and also claps in chat for Maru getting a job. Yeah, I would love a current pick. I'd love a current pick because I was going to show the other one that has all your garbage all over the place. Um, so send that to me forthwith, please. Huge congratulations. I know Maru's finally employed and she's able to actually pay for my bungus ass, which is awesome. Which is fucking awesome, dude. So this is the room layout, and let me pull up the other thing because of how I have this set up. Did you send it to me already, or am I gonna show the other pic? Oh, I see it now. I see it now. Jesus, you know, Mara, I'm looking forward to living with you, so we stop sending each other tits. That would be really nice. That'd be really nice. Ooh, this looks sick, nasty. Okay, okay. Yeah, we send each other tit pics, but they're not of each other. They're not of us. Since you'll be on the mainland, I expect a road trip promptly. Rizzoli, hi, among other things. Nice taint today. Um, there will be a time relatively soon. I can pretty much promise that. Depends on a few different things, but we'll likely see you very soon. You don't have to put the gun down. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. No need for violence here today. Did you find anything in the house, like a key or a doorknob for a keepsake? Why are you trying to get me to like break off a piece of the drywall for a memory's sake or something? You want me to destroy my house as a keepsake? Anyway, so this is how the room's coming together right now. Maru's got a lot of her stuff all over the place right now, but this is what we're looking at so far. So look at all of this fucking manga and DVDs on the wall. I've been in this room many a time before, but it's never looked like this. Oh man, I already exited out of the other pick, but so this is Maru's setup over here, and then mine is going to be on this side. So she's still in the process, very obviously, of putting together her side. Wait a minute. I know this guy. It's going to be awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. And it's going to be I don't know what else to say about this except for I'm really excited about it. Just take one of your mom's glass balls for a keepsake. Maru, each one of those things are incredibly expensive. A road trip to Rizzoli's would mean Maru finally gets editor right. That's true. That's actually true, Goob. Wow, one dog for each of you. Yeah. So this is Doki. If you don't watch Maru's stream, you really should. This is Doki. She's a little EP girl. And then over here is Yuki. Oh, hello. And this is Yukine right over here. She's a skittish little girl, but I love these two dogs. They're fantastic, and honestly, like I already get along with them, so there's not going to be any problems. I have her mini me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure you do. Your pups are going real quick. Really, really quick. Anyway, I'm really excited about it, and with this change also means there's a really big change in our stream schedule as well. So, at least as it appears right now, what's going to happen once I move over there is we're going to be pushing the or pulling, what's the right term for this? We're going to be pulling back the stream schedule just a bit. Not meaning, I don't mean that we're going to be removing days or removing time. As a matter of fact, just the opposite. As a matter of fact, what's going to happen is, because I stream at noon, my time here in Hawaii, and you can convert that into your own time. You can look at your clocks right now and you can see what time I stream for you. But I stream at noon for me. And I honestly think that I'm going to continue streaming at noon. But the difference is that, yeah, oh yeah, Pete's schedule. Fuck, I can't fucking read it. And it's all in caps. OMG mainland Pete schedule. Yes, we're going to be going live 4 hours earlier. 4 hours earlier. And what that also means is, hey, content's about to get a lot longer. Like a lot longer. I'm pretty much going to, like, at least the plan right now, I'm going to be ending at the exact, I know. I think Rizzoli's excited too. As it is right now, I'm planning on ending at pretty much the same time, which is 2 p.m. my time, or for all of you Web Cubs, about half an hour before Webby goes live. So that's pretty much going to stay the same. It's pretty much going to stay the same here, or stay the same once I'm there, except we're going to have an additional, like, we're going to be having like 6-hour fucking streams on Sundays now. As far as Thursdays go, because I am still not, because I still don't have like a day job to pay my stinky ass bills, we're going to keep that pretty much, we're going to keep Thursdays as well. And like I said, 4 hours earlier. So we're going to have longer streams. That one's going to be probably about 4 hours though. So at the time that I usually start will be the time that I usually end on Thursdays. And then of course, Wednesday nights, we're going to continue to have our little movie nights because I really enjoy them. I think they're really fun. They're probably one of the slowest days that I stream, but it's honestly the most fun. And at least last week, first time ever, I actually posted the VOD for the movie night because I thought about it a little bit after a few days and I'm like, well, almost all of that is my content. Like 89% of that is my content. This isn't one of those cases where like I can get DMCA'd for streaming a whole movie when I'm the guy that owns those movies, with the exception of Medusa's and Kyo's short films that we played at the beginning of that, right? Maru can't stay at her time slot. Yeah, Maru can't stay at her time slot, and I'm not stealing it. No, I'm not stealing it, but I am pretty much taking her time slot on Sundays and Thursdays. But Maru also is changing her time slot quite a bit, and she's going to be a PM streamer rather than an AM streamer. Actually, technically speaking, that is still the PM when she goes live. What is it, like 12:30, right? But yeah, she's gonna be going live a lot later, very, very soon here. And I'm very proud of her. Like, I'm incredibly proud of her. It's, stinky job, whatever. But I don't know how much I can talk about this, Maru. I don't know how much you've already said. So I'm gonna refrain as much as possible from personal details. But hey, she'll be working at home, so you'll still see her. And what's really awesome is, think about how loud that I get right now. Like, think about how loud I get now, and then imagine Maru has to sit right next to me. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And I like I was telling her, like, it'll be like a Rizzoli apartment stream, in that Mrs. Ravioli will be in the back occasionally and you'll see her, and then it'll be the same with Maru and I, except for you swap streams and you might see me on hers or you might see her on mine. I haven't said what kind of company, but it's customer support and it's 9 to 5. Yeah, she's got a regular ass 9 to 5 job, but I'm proud of her and good for her. Honestly, she deserves it. It's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be great. But with that schedule change, to start to ease the clock back, what is it, next week Sunday? Yeah, next week Sunday, we're going to be starting stream 1 hour earlier. We're going to start to pull back the clock. Now, that's going to be the tentative stream schedule all the way up until the 24th, which the 24th is going to be the last Hawaii stream for a very long time. And we'll be, I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing. All I know is that my PC will be packed up and we're not going to have this usual setup on that day. I have to mail out my PC on the 20th, or rather the 21st. So there's a really good possibility I won't even be able to have my computer set up and everything on the day that I arrive. I don't know. I do not know. Can we get a rolling in chat? Um, point is, we're gonna start bringing back the clock a little bit earlier. For the rest of this week, we'll be starting at the usual time, but next week Sunday, we're going to be going live 1 hour earlier for any of you. Hello, Icy. Rolling. I'm excited about these changes, and I hope you are too, because this is this has been a long time coming, and I'm really happy that I'm finally able to do this. Like I'm really happy to do this. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm happy. Now, I wanted to talk about something real quick. Yesterday, I don't know what the fuck. Yesterday, I found out that I'm big gay. Icy, thank you for the 18 months. Do you realize that your sub can now legally fight for the US government, but it cannot buy cigarettes and it cannot drink alcohol? It can fuck a prostitute, but it can also get fucked by the US. So there's that. There is that. Sorry, I don't. I'm sorry. Hey, Icy. I mean, I'm the one that edited the stream with you and Peachy, and I will directly quote Icy here. I don't know. I'm just a horny bitch, so a lot of things just work for me. You should stand by that. And I know you already do, but you should. You should stand by that. Anyway. Yesterday, I found out that I had a lot of fucking tech issues. And it's not like before with when we were streaming on my old PC where like graphics issues were coming up. No. For some fucking stupid reason, since the middle of yesterday, like I was on Asiago Peach's stream yesterday playing Among Us with the boys. And in the middle of that, Twitch stopped working for me. Meaning I could not pull up anybody's streams. Anyone's. I don't know what the fuck happened. I kept getting that stupid error code 2000, which is anybody who's had spotty internet trying to watch Twitch, you've likely seen that error message before. But I checked it. I monitored my Ethernet connection. I reset my goddamn modem. Nothing was working, and I was pissed the fuck off. I didn't know how to fix it. And this lasted for about 8.5 hours. So there were just periods where I would just get frustrated. I'd turn off stream, and then I'd be like, well, I got other shit to do anyway. And then I would be angry again, and I'd come back, and then I would try to watch Twitch, specifically Asiago Peach, and I couldn't. And that's even the case today. But I did fix it for a brief period of time last night. I did fix it. You know what the fix was? Firefox apparently just needed to have a completely new install. I completely uninstalled my... Yeah, of course. Of course, I see. You lurk away. I was gonna make a joke about packing, but I'm sure you pack a lot. This is a penis joke. Anyway, I got it fixed, but I had to change the I had to basically reinstall Firefox all over again. Chrome was also being a bit of a bastard, so whatever. I don't usually use Chrome anymore because to all of my streamer homies out there, like Chrome really bogs down your system, like really, really heavily. Like I don't understand why, because it does basically everything else that any other browser does. And I have found from personal experience that Firefox is one of the lowest operating browsers out there. I'll bog down your system with my cum babe. Oh. Anyway, I had to reinstall it. It was a whole thing, and then I got it fixed for a moment. And then this morning, when I tried to turn on stream, another stream again, I couldn't, and it's fucking bungus. It's fucking bungus. I don't know how. I don't know what's going on. It's not my internet. It's not my PC. Maybe it's just Firefox telling me it's like get the fuck out. I don't know. Maybe I need to start using Opera or something. I've never used Opera as an operating system, but if I have to start now, I will. Wait, what? What happened? What happened? If I have to use it, I will. It's not a big deal. Just I don't really want to be quite honest with you. I really don't. Why is your living room Halloween? It's on a loop. It just the background changes. Keep up, Maru. It just changes. I have it on a loop. It's to keep things interesting, you know? Besides, I like the Halloween. It's kind of cool. Anyway, Halloween is in my soul, bro. Halloween is in my soul. All right. So, I want to talk to you about something. I'm sure many of you may remember those like seen on TV products, right? I'm sure a lot of you remember those. You know, like the magazine subscription service Zoo Pals, or those ankle breakers, moon shoes. And then for my toothless homies, the perfect smiles. Does anybody know what perfect smiles are? Does anybody even know what I'm talking about? Billy Mays here. Mays here? Oh, Billy Mays here. Holy fuck, I am so fucking stupid. Billy Mays here. Okay. If you haven't seen these shits before, these are perfect smiles. Those look like fucking garbage, bro. That's not fooling anybody. Anybody. Bro, you looking like a horse. You looking like a fucking horse. This lady's got fucking scurvy. None of these people, it's not working for anybody. Everyone's gonna think, like, what's wrong with your teeth, bro? What's wrong with your teeth? But I'm gonna leave it there. We don't have to watch this whole commercial. But I just wanted to illustrate what that was. Sorry. Now, quick side tangent, especially because Rizzoli brought this up, and it like unlocked a core memory here. I made a parody of Kaboom. Everybody remembers Kaboom, right? Everybody remembers the classic Kaboom. Oh, Billy Mays here. This right here. See, this stuff came out I think around the same time as OxyClean. Now, Billy Mays is very much known for OxyClean, but this is the thing that I directly parodied right here. Core memory. Holy shit. Yeah. Right, Goob? Yeah, but OxyClean works a lot better. True. True, Rizzoli. I don't believe that shit for a second. Those were coffee stains at best. Anyway, you fucking get it. You get it, right? It's shit that you spray onto stuff and it cleans it, supposedly. Like Maru just said, I have a bottle of Kaboom, seems to work pretty okay. It's all right. It's not a miracle cleaner like OxyClean. Sorry, I'm not a shill. I'm not sponsored by OxyClean, but I just know from experience that OxyClean works pretty fucking well. Like what can I say? If it works well, it works well, okay? If it works, it works. I made a shh, I made a parody of that, except for it's about moldy bread. I'm the one that's that shot and edited this. Okay, a little bit of backstory as to why it's even about moldy bread. So, all right. TLDR, I was in an AP English class, and a lot of people were tasked with writing an essay about the Salem witch trials, right? Now, being the conniving little creative little boy that I was, I simply asked my teacher, "Hey, do you mind if I make a video instead?" And she was like, you as long as it is topical to the Salem witch trials, your neighbors are going to miss you." Yeah, I'm sure they will. With all my loudness, I'm sure they will. But watch over this and tell me, how is this about the Salem witch trials? God, it's so overexposed. I want to point something else out. If you look at his hand, it's all black. Why is it black? It's because, well, if you look at his beard, we spent a total of 45 seconds essentially gluing it to his face because at first we were just going to use Sharpie. We covered his whole face in Sharpie, and then he kept sweating it off, so we ended up just getting a bunch of hair that we had lying around and just gluing it to his face. Why does he have a beard? Because Billy Mays has a beard. We collected it from all the boys. That's how we got the hair. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was a hey, hey, my bad, Chief. That was a tangent. Um anyway. Anyways, have any of y'all actually bought any as seen on TV products? Like have any of you actually tried any of them out? Like, I listen, I am a child of divorce, and watching a lot of television just comes with the territory. Goob, what did you buy? Oren, what did you buy? I'm just curious. Stare from where? You bought a wait. You actually bought the fushigi from TV? I get well, okay, technically speaking, you could buy it after the fact, but like I guess when I asked this, I framed it as like you actually called the number and ordered it from TV, but technically you don't have to really do that. Like especially these days, you can just buy it off of Amazon or whatever. But um I'm just curious. My dad has a problem when it comes to buying as seen on TV products. I could believe that. A lot OxyClean, that was fucking disgusting. A Scrub Daddy. There's got to be more. I just can't think of them. Okay. First off, the Scrub Daddy is an incredibly amazing product. Did you know you can peel potatoes with that shit? Did you know you could peel potatoes with that shit? You could literally soak it in cold water and just grate off the skin. It's so fucking cool. I have something in my eye. It's so fucking cool. Oh no, we have stores and mostly just bought the Lazy Susan's vegetable noodler. I had one of those. I had one of those. Like, you know what's funny? That's so long ago. Now you gotta steam them. I mean, can you steam them? I guess you could. At least the way that I've peeled the potatoes, like I just get the thing really soaked in cold water and then I scrub it like that. Hey, but maybe there's a better way. I don't know. Anyway, I had one of those stores too. Like there was this dying mall that was near me, and it was one of the like so the not like this really matters, but this one side of the building had such bad luck. At first, it was an art gallery, and then no one came in, so they shut that down. And then it became an as seen on TV store, which I used to go to with my mom all of the time, just because I thought it was really cool and I didn't have to like order it off of the TV, right? And then after that, it became a frozen yogurt place. And then once the frozen yogurt place shut down, it became a Starbucks for I swear to God, like 6 months. And it shut down because no one was going to it because no one knew that it even existed. Ugh, they had such bad luck. Anyway, the skin has minerals. You guys remove it. Okay, here's the thing. I actually really love potato skins. Like the skin of the potato, I like it. I really like it texturally, and I wasn't like that when I was a kid, but now I just don't understand how people just skip that shit altogether. They'll get like a baked potato, and then they'll pretty much de not debone, but like scoop out all of the potato inside, and then just leave the skin. What are you, fucking monster? Yeah, they gut the potato. That's what I'm looking for. They gut the potato. What the fuck? Eat the fucking eat it. Eat the skin. It's edible. Maybe it tastes a little bit like dirt, but it's good for you. It's good for your bones or something, right? It's got to be good for your skin. That's what people say all the time, right? It's good for your skin. Anyway, the one and only thing that I just completely ran after, okay? I don't know if this is going to mean anything to you. You don't debone your potatoes? Not typically. I'd like to hope I don't have to do that very often, but sometimes. What's up, Gooch? Um, the one thing that I really wanted when I was really young, a young little kiddo, I don't know if this is going to ring any bells for you, but it's called a magic tracer. A magic tracer. So essentially what it is, it's like a binder, right? And there are these two little plastic bits. So you open it up and it opens like a book, and there's these two plastic bits that stick out. On one side, you stick whatever it is that you want to draw, right? On this side. And then while you're looking directly down on it, the reflection of said picture on this side reflects onto that side. And then you put the piece of paper that you want to draw this thing on, and then you essentially just trace it. It's like a really broke ass projector. Like, I'm sure people who have watched a lot of like art videos have likely seen people who like use a projector to like put something on the wall or onto a canvas, and they essentially trace out the lines, right? I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking, and I hope you're great as well. The minerals are only good for teeth and nails. Okay, then it's got a lot of collagen in it. You know, there you go. Eat your potato skins, folks. Um, I really wanted this thing, and in case you really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I'm talking about this thing. I could not find the commercial for this. I've been looking, but essentially this is what it is. You stick your drawing that you want to like emulate on this side, and then this reflective thing is right on the side, and then you get to look down and you trace it out. Collagen is for joints, not teeth and nails. Well, I don't. Do I look like a nail and teeth biologist? Do I look like a teethologist to you? Definitely not. Definitely not. I remember those. I really wanted one as a kid. I had one of these things that was Spider-Man themed. Spider-Man had literally nothing to do with it. It just had a big old Spider-Man on the front page of it. And I thought it was the fucking tits, bro. But this is essentially how this works, okay? You open it up. You have this little thing. Stick your boy in there, right? So if I'm balding, I should eat potato skins. It probably wouldn't hurt. So yeah, see? It reflects on. Now this guy is not using it the best because what you need to do is like put the reflective thing a little bit closer to that side so that way you can trace it a little bit more accurately. Now it's not, it's not the greatest thing in the world. Like you're gonna get messy lines if you got shaky hands like me. Like listen, I could never have been a surgeon, but it works. It works. And for the low price of 1995, this was mine. And I loved it. I fucking loved this thing, dude. Yes. 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 Anyway. So why do I bring this all up? Why do I bring this all up to y'all? Is because apparently, as seen on TV, has been caught about 3 days ago stealing from smaller time inventors. Now, I'm not an inventor myself, but I feel like this is the same case with this is like the same thing with content, you know? A lot of smaller time creators, I'm forgetting his name, but there was this guy, like the only example that I can think of was there was this dude, uh editor, put the graphics when I'm talking about this. There was this dude who essentially went to a pod hotel out in Japan, and he did this whole thing where in 100 hours he'd go to as many of these pod hotels as he could, right? And then Brett Rivera goes out and steals that exact idea. We're talking the same exact 30 seconds of this thing. We're talking the exact same thumbnail. He copied it nearly word for word for the first 2 minutes of this video. Absolutely insane. So this is kind of the same thing in that someone a lot bigger, in the case of as seen on TV, because it's a brand, it's not just like, a phrase to use for these products that you see on TV. Apparently it's a whole industry, a whole company. They've been caught stealing. Let's check this out. I need to make that a lot quicker. That's a glorified sex pillow, and you can't tell me otherwise. See, you put that wedge right in between your coot, and see, the thing is, this is not particularly. This isn't really anything new because Amazon does essentially the same thing. They pay attention to the algorithm and what people are searching up and purchasing, and then they use that information to essentially make their own Amazon Basics versions of this, right? And then they sell that for comparable, if not the cheaper prices to the original creation because they can afford to just eat that overhead, whereas opposed to a smaller like inventor or smaller company really can't do that. And the on top of that, because of the infrastructure that is e-commerce. I'm sorry, my nerd is showing here. I worked in e-commerce for years on their metrics. But anyway, um, how this all works is because of how the industry is with e-commerce. You are essentially forced to sell whatever product that you're trying to push out to the world on Amazon. So Amazon will take those metrics and they will start pushing their own Amazon Basics versions of those things. That's why when you look up something like a, HDMI cable, within the first 3 results, you're always going to get an Amazon Basics version of it, and it's essentially like the exact same electronics, but it's typically about $1.60 to like $2 cheaper, right? And that's just what they do here. And now, as seen on TV, a fucking ancient company has now been caught doing the exact same thing. Right. Yo, I've seen this exact same thing on TV. Granted, it was like a whole decade ago. It was this thing, so essentially you could fill up a bunch of water balloons all at the same time, so you could have a pool party or something with your boys. God, I cannot stand how slowly these people talk. I'm sorry. Those things are great. They underfill so they never pop, and they have and they really just smack people. True. True. Because, water pressure's a thing, and that's not going to fill all of them up accurately all of the time. The water balloon crap doesn't work. Those water balloons were a quarter full and didn't explode on impact. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Isn't it insane that people still like tune into infomercial channels and they buy shit off of them? How? I thought we moved past that. It is the year of the spaghetti monster 2023. How are we still doing this, guys? Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's what it was called. Bunch of balloons. That's right. That's right. I remember seeing this in Walmart when I was like 7. Hmm. Is it supposed to do that? Oh, sorry. I wasn't 7. I was a lot older. But I swear to God, I saw this when I was a kid too. Uh huh. Hmm. If grandmas be shopping, why wasn't this ever bought for me? Grandma, I wanted some of these things. Rest in peace. Aqua sealing technology. Yeah, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't believe in any fucking laws. Because laws only apply to poor people. Don't you understand that, homie? Jesus Christ. That's hey, that's just America, baby. Land of the free, rip bozo. As seen on TV, are liars, fucking con artists. But I feel like that just kind of comes with the territory. I'm sorry to say that, but like it's just kind of true. It's just true. It's not just kind of true. It's just true. This shit happens. Shit happens, brother. It's just gonna be the case. I don't know why I switched to that scene. It just fucking happens, bro. Like what are you even gonna do? What are you even gonna do? Anyway, I don't know. I just found that pretty interesting, and I wanted to bring that to you. I just wanted to bring that to you. It's hard world out there. And thank God that I'm in the very lucrative and stable business of entertainment. Anyway, what else are we doing here today, homies? Well, we're going to switch gears a bit because there are a couple of trailers that came across my desk that I really wanted to, well, I really wanted to watch with you. So there is this film called Slaughterhouse, which if if the thumbnail is anything to go off of, I'm guessing it's a slaughterhouse film starring a sloth. I wonder if my neighbor's mom bought the knockoff bunch of balloons. That's why it didn't work. Maybe, maybe. I mean, let's be honest here. When it comes to on scene on TV products, they don't really. They're not really. What's the word I'm looking for? Motivated. They're not really motivated to keep super quality control because they can afford much like Amazon. They can afford to just eat the costs and they can just have insane return rates and they can afford to have really bad reviews, especially in 2014 when the internet was still very much like, I don't want to say in its infancy, but people just weren't super active about purchasing off the internet yet. It was in that weird transitional period where there was still a lot of cable watchers, and you're not going to hear bad reviews from the television. You know, just kind of the way it is, kind of the way it is. But today I wanted to watch a few short films with you. But before we get into that, I wanted to show you some trailers, specifically this indie film called Slaughterhouse. Can't buy off the internet. It's nothing but perverts and murderers on there. True, true, true. Don't buy anything off the internet. I'm gonna regret saying that later on when eventually Maru and I have merch. I mean, she already has a sticker store, but like that's different. It's coming from a small business owner and a tiny little brown bean. So you want to support a tiny little brown bean now, don't you? So let's check out this trailer. Slaughterhouse. I don't recognize any of these film companies. That looks nothing like a real sloth. No, Oren, sloths can actually move up to 43 miles per hour. Swiping, they legitimately can. It is absolutely fucking terrifying. They save all of their energy. You know, they're super slow, they're cute, you want to cuddle them, but they move really fucking fast. Doesn't Kristen Bell shit herself when she sees a sloth? Is that true? Oh shit. That sloth has a blog. That was really fucking cringe, bro. That was really fucking cringe. It eats just the crotch out of panties. You know, just like any neck beard in the US. I was going to say something a lot worse, but like any neck beard in the US, you know, buying Japanese panties. I mean, I'll admit it. I'll admit it. I would watch it. I would watch it once it's on demand. I don't see any reason why we can't watch it here on stream. Can't be worse than Zombievers. Yeah, it can't be worse than that. I did watch I didn't watch the movie. I watched the trailer and that was enough to turn me off from the whole idea. What is up with Hollywood and fucking what is up with Hollywood and zombies? Like I thought we moved on. That's so 2012, bro. Why are we still on zombies? Why are people still making zombie movies? Give me something original. Give me something different. Otherwise, I don't want to see it. You know? I just don't. Now, something that I do want to see. It's no secret that I really love Godzilla and I love kaiju movies. Like kaijus, for those of you that don't know, kaijus are essentially gigantic monsters. It's a Japanese word for gigantic monster, right? And funny enough, though, I'm not a huge fan of Pacific Rim. I find Pacific Rim to be kind of hit or miss. The best parts of it are honestly the fights, and they did really well to, I guess, convey these monster fights as being very realistic. But then every time that they switch over to one of their like human characters, it looks fake as fuck. I don't know what's up with that. Guillermo del Toro, the director and producer of that film, he has a very distinctive style and things look very hyper realistic, but somehow the giant robots and the giant monsters are the most realistic parts of those movies, and it's really good. I mean, it is a massive far cry. I mean, sorry, not far cry. It's not the right word for this. It is massively better than the 2014 American remake of Godzilla. It's pretty fucking good, right? It's pretty fucking good, especially when you compare it to Godzilla. Because Godzilla, they had I mean this. Godzilla is on camera for only 12 minutes out of that entire nearly 2 hour runtime. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? It's easy bait. It's not a movie. It's an excuse to show three women topless and shop at a Spirit of Halloween. True. That's true. You're right on the money. You're right on the money, Orenfell. But they announced 3 days ago, or they released 3 days ago, the trailer for Godzilla vs Kong 2. I have not seen this. I had no idea that they were even making another Godzilla versus Kong movie. I recently watched Godzilla and Kong for the second time. Like I watched it when it first came out in theaters, and then I rewatched it a couple of nights ago on my own time after Mara went to bed, and it's not bad. Like it's not great, but it's not bad. But I wanted to check out this trailer with you, so let's check it out. The hit Ool Bowl movie based on the best-selling game franchise starring Anthony Bourdain. Yes, that. That. Wait, isn't it? But wait. Oh no, that's the Uncharted movie with Tom Holland, right? I can't believe they made that as well. Anyway. Uh-huh. Checkmate. Checkmate. I can't believe you out here casually watching movies without me. Maru, you go to bed and then I'm just left to my own devices for like 2 to 3 hours afterwards because I'm just not sleepy at all. But every once in a while, and it's not any movies that I mean, are you really interested in watching Godzilla versus Kong? It's a 2 hour and 20 minute movie where essentially like TLDR, Godzilla fights Kong. Big shocker. You can tell that Godzilla is Americanized here because he's got a really thick neck. That's all. 11 is in this movie. Yeah, 11 was in the. Hold on, there's a Deadpool 3 trailer now. Oh, we're not gonna watch that unless you really want to see this. No, it's not a Stranger Things crossover. Um, Millie Bobby Brown was in Godzilla vs Kong. She plays this like conspiracy theorist little girl who is essentially like her dad works for this big corporation that essentially captured Kong, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, she's in the movie, and honestly, it's like some of the most lackluster acting from every single human character. Like, give us more monster fights. That's what we're here for. Nobody cares about the people. The only time that I ever cared about the people was in Godzilla vs. Mothra, which came out in 1994. That's it. That's it. And why? Because they had some really cute twins that were in there. The Mothra sisters. They sing this beautiful song. They summon the big ass Mothra, moth daddy. Right? It's great. It's a fantastic film, and I actually cared about the people because it's about this guy who's like, oh, I got divorced from this lady. Oh shit! Now we are on the same expedition to find this giant Mothra egg. And wow, okay, we got the Mothra egg back, and now we got to bring it back to Japan. Oh wait, look, Godzilla showed up because he doesn't like big eggs. And then it's a whole thing, right? Pete's so mean. Don't even give Maru the option to save movies for date night. We watch movies all of the time. All of the time. Have any of you seen the Deadpool 3 trailer? I mean, I'm willing to watch it if that's really what you want to see. But before I get into that, this just reinforces something that's been in the back of my mind for the last 6 months. I mean, this is nothing new. This is not a hot take by any means. But what the fuck is up with Hollywood recycling intellectual properties? Okay, on one hand, okay? You have the fantastic not rebooting, but like retelling of Adventure Time. Fiona and Cake is coming out later this month. Do y'all know about this? If you happen to know Booty Swagga, he tweeted about this the day that the trailer came out. So within Adventure Time, there is a fan fiction that Simon, aka the Ice King, writes called Fiona and Cake, which essentially is a gender swapped version of Adventure Time, and it's pretty good. Like his little fan fictions are pretty fucking good. And HBO took the bought out the rights of Adventure Time, and they made, what was it, five? No, four. They made like hour-long specials about a bunch of the different characters, and the final episode of that was fantastic. The final movie was fantastic. It's all about Marceline and oh no, I'm sorry. It's about Finn coping with moving on with his life, and it's really really good. I highly recommend all of them. And I know at one point we watched the BMO movie on stream actually. So BMO had his own special and it was pretty damn good. But they're bringing Fiona and Cake back as their own series, which I'm super excited for. HBO's releasing that later this month, and I'm so excited about it. But on one hand, you have this good reintroduction of IP, right? And then on the other hand, you have Iron Man 4. Iron Man 4. They're making a fourth Iron Man movie. Tony Stark I'm sorry, this is a spoiler. Tony Stark fucking died. Why are we doing this again? And then on top of that, when I was looking at the when I was looking at trailers to like check out, right? This was just earlier this morning. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, right here, right here. Iron Man 4 trailer, Robert Downey Jr. returns as Tony Stark. He fucking died. Yeah, who, Megalol? Iron who? Why? Why are they doing this? I'm so tired of superhero movies. The only thing that I'm excited for is Loki season 2. That's it. He got better. How do you get better from death? I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I'm tired of this. You know what? I kind of want. I'm now. I'm interested. Now I'm interested. Oh shit! Fuck. Let's look at this. Now I'm interested. Oh, this directly. Oh, okay. So now they're trying to wrap up the MC. They're trying to wrap in the MCU to this as well. Fucking A, bro. Did they even finish Adventure Time Beyond? Um, you mean Adventure Time Distant Lands? Yes, they did finish that. They did. Wait, hold on a second. Do you see this right here? Is this going to be a Disney Plus exclusive? If it is, fuck my life. Fuck all of our lives. Because that means that they're going to remove all of the charm that is Deadpool. We loved this movie because it had blown up tits, it had explosive diarrhea, it had bullets up the wazoo, and Deadpool would swear every other sentence. This cannot be good. X-Men got much better Quicksilver than the MCU. That's true. That is true. Just because you break the fourth wall does not make it cool. Wait, they took this from the X-Men Origins movie with Wolverine. They just literally green screens in Deadpool. That is some bungus fucking work. I'm over it. I'm over this, Grandpa. I'm over it. I mean, I'm just tired and I want something original. I mean, Netflix is adapting One Piece into one of their movies, and it looks so fucking bad. Like, listen, if there was ever a thing to make me want to watch the anime series that is One Piece, it's definitely not this. Let me tell you that. It's definitely not this. Have avoided One Piece like the plague, mostly because there is an insane amount of copium that goes in to you watching and getting into that show. I'm sorry, you've probably heard this before, but it's just so much. They're on episode what, like 1200 at this point? I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. And especially when people say that it's like, oh, it starts to get really good around episode 200. 200 fucking 1071. Okay. Well, I'm not that far off. I read not watch. See, I hear that the manga is a little bit better, but I also hear that there's a lot of filler in it. I'm not the biggest anime guy, and that's not by design. It just didn't really catch me when I was at that pivotal stage of like where I could either get into anime or I got really into movies, and I got really into movies instead, right? Now, I somewhat understand the whole amount of copium that comes into like getting into an anime series like One Piece because I was a huge Bleach fan, right? And they have what 300 episodes or something like that, and their manga is incredibly long. I read the manga, I watched the show, but everything fell off with me around the time where maybe mild spoilers here, but like when Ichigo finally rescues Rukia from the Soul Society, right? And then they uncover this huge conspiracy plot that's happening in the background of this whole thing. And that's the point in time where I completely just checked out because I'm like it took for the series now. It took 119 episodes to get to that point. 119 with over 80 of those taking place with him and the boys trying to get through the Soul Society to even rescue her in the first place. And there were whole episodes of just half of fights. This was worse than fucking Dragon Ball Z. You know, I just you can only hold my attention for so long. For only so long. And to my understanding, One Piece is incredibly convoluted. So, that being the case, and I guess this is the case for One Piece existing as an anime show and as a manga, why the fuck does Netflix think that they can summarize enough of it, enough of it, into a movie on their platform? That's fucking ridiculous. Are you kidding me? You can't condense even 500 episodes into a movie. You want to look at a really good example of something like that? Look at the Avatar movie from M. Night Shyamalan, right? He tried to do the whole Avatar thing, and it sucked bungus, bro. And now Netflix is even adapting their own live action version of that. And why? Why can't we get anything original? What is Netflix making into a movie? One Piece. One Piece. I saw a movie called The Minute You Wake Up Dead with Morgan Freeman, and it was so trash I had to do research after. I do research pretty much after every movie I see. It's just, it's just fucking annoying, bro. It's fucking annoying, and I'm tired of it. Grandpa, One Piece is a TV series? Oh, it's a TV series. I didn't get that from the trailer. I understood it to be a movie. But even if it's a TV series, why? Why? Everything that we know and love that is animated doesn't need to be made into live action. Like Moana is a really good example of that too. Moana is like, okay, they released the trailer for Moana 12 days ago, as I can see here. Moana came out, what, 6 years ago? It wasn't that long. Why are we doing this? Like, we haven't skipped, there hasn't been a generation difference where you're trying to reintroduce this to a new audience. And I feel like people who watched the Moana animated film probably aren't the most inclined to watch the live action thing because it's essentially the exact same thing, right? Now, I haven't seen the trailer for this for Moana, but how is this going to be any different? The stakes are pretty much the same. And it's just one of those cases where Dwayne the Rock Johnson just can't be painted in a bad light, and he wanted to get this project up in live action. And I wouldn't be surprised if he even pushed a bunch of his own money into this so that we could make it happen. I don't understand it, bro. I really don't. You know? Point is, I feel like entertainment, legacy media, like I grew up with, filmmaking, it is very much a dying art. And it's not to say that there aren't some really talented individuals out there still making original works, but it's becoming farther and farther in between. And it doesn't help that the we have writer strikes and we have actor strikes now. That it doesn't help the cause. And we're going to have some serious garbage for the next like year or longer, honestly. It's sad. It is sad. It really is. Like, my very first job was working in a cinema, and I loved it. I got my basically my dream job as a teenager. I got my dream job working as a projectionist for a movie theater that I used to go to all of the time. And then I quickly realized while I worked there that it's actually fucking disgusting. But that's just kind of movie theaters for you. It's less disgusting now, but it's still kind of disgusting. You've honestly, you've never lived until you cleaned splooge off of the back of a theater seat. But anyway, I worked as a projectionist. I love movies. I love cinema. Like, to this day, I still go to the movie theaters whenever it's something that I really want to see, like Oppenheimer, for example. Like, I love Christopher Nolan. I understand that like the best way to enjoy these films is honestly inside of a cinema, right? So I'm going to continue to go. But you're not getting my ass in a seat unless it's something really, really worth my time. There's a little short series manga that can be made live action for cheaper than doing One Piece. Yeah, but the thing is, One Piece, you got to think of this like Netflix. One Piece is a very highly recognizable IP. And it's one of those things where it's something that they know they can make at least some sort of money back from, as opposed to something that's smaller, right? Like, I didn't even watch the Death Note live action remake that they made. I quite enjoyed Death Note. And the only reason why Maru hasn't watched Death Note is because the community is toxic as fuck. It's terrible. But I enjoyed it. It drags on a little bit, even though it's a short series. It's like 26 episodes or something like that. But, it is what it is. And it could have been good, but they chose not to. And I don't have any high expectations for Netflix anymore, especially because I was a big fan of the Witcher series, right? And I knew that season 3 was going to be garbage because Henry Cavill was leaving. And he was leaving not because of his own personal disagreements, but because the writers and producers wanted to turn The Witcher, into essentially Game of Thrones. But if anybody remembers how Game of Thrones went, it fucking went to shit at the end there. Nobody gave a fuck. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And they want to do the same thing to The Witcher because, people can get into this and they can wrap their heads around this easier. You're not pleasing anybody. You have so many dedicated fans who wanted this to be awesome. And Henry Cavill himself, he built a PC for the day that The Witcher premiered on Netflix. He built his own PC, he played The Witcher, he did an AMA. I remember this very fondly. And he answered people's questions. He cares about the fan base. He cares about the IP. He loves the stories, he loves the games. So if he's leaving the project, that tells you that they're just going in the complete wrong direction. What's up with that? What's up with that? So Netflix shit the bed with season 3. And I know a lot of people also didn't really enjoy season 2, but I really enjoyed it. Just because it called back a lot of older stories from the books. And like, I haven't read the books, but I know a lot about The Witcher. Seems like the higher ups were mad that the main character cared about the lore. I know. Really, Really, it's like, oh, someone who actually cares. No, 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 not on my watch. So to kind of palate cleanse this whole situation, I have selected a couple of short films for us to watch here today. I came across a couple of these shorts just the other night, and I figured instead of watching them on my own time, because each one of these I hear are incredible, with the exception of the last one. I only say with the exception of the last one because the last short film that we're going to be watching here today actually comes from my buddy who was in both Monsters and Men and Without a Home that we watched on Wednesday night. Um, he has his own personal YouTube channel and he makes little short films. And he very recently came out with this one called what is it called? Speech to Stone. And he sent it to me on Thursday night, but I didn't get around to watching it. So I figured, why don't we experience this together? But my very first film that I would like to show y'all today is a film called Death by Lemonade. Not Death by Lemonade, but Death buy, like purchase, lemonade. Okay. So let's jump in the theater and let's give this a quiet you. Just be ripped in the corner and we're producing here. Yeah, exactly. So let's check this out. Let's check this out. Actually, instead of doing it like this, I'm gonna do this, right? I'm gonna do this, and then whoop. Yeah, there you go. Let's check this out. Death by Lemonade. Oh shit. What's wrong with him? You know what, Cosmic Blade? I've never seen this. You know this? Oh. Well, this is awkward. Wait. Is this from Pixar? Oh, what the fuck, brother? Or you're saying that it's just in the same sphere as a lot of pirates Pixar films. You spilled all my lemonade, you bastard. Oh. Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, that's fucked up. He just killed that little girl. What the fuck? What? Get fucked, idiot. I know. What up, Sniffles? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Well, what did you think of that? That's fucked. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I have a soft spot for animated films, but it's a lot harder for me to actually pay attention to them. What I mean by that is like when I see something come across my desk other than myself, I'm not I'm not particularly inclined to watch them like right off the bat. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. I just have a lot of bad experiences with like sketches and short films on YouTube. Like it's kind of hard to find like really good ones. Honestly, bro, someone tried to charge me $1.50 for some fucking Minute Maid lemonade. That's ass. That's ass. I've always wondered, do lemonade stands actually like work? Like, does that actually make any money at all? I've heard some stories about people who about like little kids that somehow raise like hundreds of thousands of dollars over their lemonade stand, but it has nothing to do with the lemonade. It's more so like, broke kid tries to pay for his mom's cancer treatment, and the internet found out, and now everyone's giving him money, and then they start a fundraiser, and then that's how they make the money, right? They do. I bought GoldenEye 64 with lemon money. That's actually fucking pog. That's actually fucking pog. Sort of like how I bought my copy of GTA 5 with okay. Allegedly in a video game, I broke into my buddy's house and I raided his couch, and inside of said couch I found maybe about $14 worth of change. And I took that change and stuck it in a little jar, and then I basically asked all of my friends, "Hey, do you have any Xbox 360 games that you do not want anymore?" So I gathered up all of the boys, like all of their Xbox games. On top of that, and this is something that I do kind of regret, I took a humongous stack of all of my PlayStation 2 games, right? Like a huge stack. We had Jet X2O in there. We had Guitar Hero 2. We had I Toy Play. Wait, I Play? Is it I Toy Play? We had that in there. I also sold the I Toy. What else was in there? I got rid of my copy of Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, which is one of my favorite skater games. One of the best. But huge stack of PlayStation 2 games, huge stack of Xbox 360 games. We had a lot in there. And I went to GameStop because, I'm 14 years old, and I can't just get a job. So I go to GameStop and we do the whole trade-in thing, right? And we trade in all the games. I give him all of the change. I didn't convert into bills or anything. I just gave him a bag full of change. We count it all out. We go through the value of all the PlayStation games, all of the Xbox 360 games, and the total of all of the trade-in value equaled $34. $34. And this was a $62 and some odd cents game because of taxes and whatever, right? Because it's usually like $59.99. And anyway, fucking we tally it all up. We put in all of the change, and I end up 21 cents short of the total cost of GTA 5. And I'm with my boys. I got my buddy, I got two of my friends surrounding me, and we're just sweating. And I'm like, guys, do you have any money in your pockets? So they're like going through their pockets. I'm going through my pockets. I had a backpack on. Start going through my backpack trying to find any extra change that I possibly could. And the guy at GameStop, bless up this guy, this underpaid, underprivileged worker. He's like, but boys, it's okay. And he reaches into his own pocket. He pulls out a quarter. He puts it on the table. He's like, here. And then I got GTA 5. I got GTA 5 like that. If it wasn't for that guy's quarter, we wouldn't have made it. But god damn it, GameStop was such a ripoff. Such a ripoff. I have PTSD of trading in like stacks, fucking loads, and nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. He hits you with the, is your parent or guardian with you? No. He did not actually hit us with that. Even though, it's a rated M game. He didn't hit us with that, which I was kind of nervous about, but it's funny. It's funny you actually mentioned that, Oren. We actually had one of my buddy's dads just chilling out right outside of the GameStop just in case he asked that. So then his dad would come in here and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to buy this for my nephew," even though I look nothing like him because my buddy and his dad are pasty white and I'm incredibly brown, like at least 5 shades darker than I am now. But no, he didn't hit us with that. I got the game. I was excited as fuck. Excited as fuck, brother. Anyway, I got one. I got another short film for you. It's called A Chair at the Beach. Each one of these films are well under 3 minutes, so they're not very long. They're not very long. Wild that 5 came out so long ago. I know. And it's even crazier that they keep updating more and more content for the online portion of it. It's crazy talk. But hey, to each his own, man. To each his own. A Chair at the Beach. I don't know why, but this reminds me of like Medusa's short film from the other day. I had to put that in there. I mean, just look at him. White man, basic haircut. I'm not saying that Medusa's basic by any means, but like the way he speaks, his inflection, bruh. Hey. Oh. That's that is revolutionary. That is revolutionary. Sharing the chair? Holy shit. Where are they? That beach is so empty unless it's cold. It must be really cold. Looks like California. Yeah, based off of the houses that we just saw, it looks like it's probably Malibu, Malibu area. Man, have you ever shared a chair like that? Have you ever shared a chair like this? It's you got one cheek. You got one cheek between the both of you. And it's not comfortable, but it's what you do with your homies, you know? If they were real if they established a good friendship right before this, you know one of them would be sitting in the other's lap. Okay. Okay. I can get behind that. That was actually not bad. It's not bad at all. I appreciate it. It was good for what it was. Honestly. Okay, okay. It seems like the kind of thing that I would pitch to Medusa. It's like, okay, so there's a chair on a beach, and there's two guys that want to share the chair. What could happen? It's like I heard Ludwig say this the other day. You know, college dudes have no semblance of an idea when it comes to content. They it's like a whiteboard where they have all of their ideas. They write down all of their ideas on the whiteboard and then they do every single one of them within 1 minute. All right, so here's our last short film of the day. This one comes from my buddy Kyler. Let's check out what this is all about. It's called Speech to Stone, whatever that means. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I completely skipped. I completely skipped over this. When I worked at Target, Resident Evil was rated M, but not on, I think, 3DS. But I knew better, and the kid who was trying to get his grandma to buy it for him, I hit him with the, you know, this game is an adult game, yeah? Needless to say, he was mad and didn't get the game. Well, you just crushed that little boy's dreams. How do you feel about that, Maru, huh? How can you sleep with yourself at night? Do you ever think that maybe he's just vibing, you know? He's just trying to live his life and you're just stepping on his you're throwing off the groove, you know? That's on you. Good. Okay. You know what? Hey, I didn't expect that. All right, let's check this out. Speech to Stone. He made this 6 days ago. Jesus. Wow. Just wow. That's true. That's fair. That's fair, Maru. It looks like he's about to fart. Can you tell that this guy's a theater actor now? I'm sorry. Kyler, if you're watching this VOD or if you're watching this live, you know I mean that with peace and love, brother. Hmm. 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 Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one. I don't know what to say about that one. I've made many a short and made many a film with this man. Jesus. He looks like a man on drugs, TBH. Here's the thing. I know this about him. He's straight edge as fuck. He's sober as hell. He doesn't even drink alcohol. You know what? That's actually a really good point, Sniffles. You prevented the cure for cancer, Maru. That's on you. That's on you now. That's on you. All right. Oh, Jesus. All right. So, I have something for you. I have something for you. Gamers! This coming Sunday, Sunday, August 13th, we're going to be doing a gamer triathlon. Now, what is a gamer triathlon? I'm glad you asked. A gamer triathlon is a little segment of we will be bringing on a bunch of different content creators that we all know and love. I'm gonna try to get Medusa on, and hopefully, if Johnson's feeling a little better, I want him to come on as well. But we're going to be playing a mixture of games. I have 6 games lined up thus far, and they're going to each person who comes on. They're going to challenge me on stream in a 3-round who's the better gamer, and we'll be doing a bit of a giveaway for that as well, and that's going to be next week Sunday. Hopefully I can even get Maru on. Is hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. But we will be getting a bunch of homies on. We're going to be doing a gamer triathlon this coming Sunday, and I'm really excited. We're going to be pulling in all of the gamers, all of them, all of the gamers, but I'm the better gamer. We'll see. We'll see. I've been told that I need to, that people would like to see me game more, and I really don't game on stream. Like, I do most of my gaming off stream, and I figured that this would be a really fun way to turn this into content and also to play with the boys and the community. Now, listen, this isn't limited. This is not limited to just streamers that we know and love. This is also people in the community who feel like they can at least somewhat be in the gamer space with us. So that in part is why we are pushing stream backwards about an hour. So that way next week Sunday we'll have an extra long stream, a slightly longer stream, not extra long, but slightly longer stream than usual, as I get ready to move the stream all the way back 4 hours from when it is now, right? So that's coming up next week Sunday. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to get people on, and I hope to see you there, truly. Now, like I mentioned earlier in stream, the final Hawaii stream is going to be Thursday, August 24th. And let me tell you, I'm incredibly, incredibly anxious for it because, among other things, this whole setup, this microphone, everything, it's going to be packed up in boxes and already shipped out to Colorado. And it's going to be interesting. I don't know exactly what we're going to do yet, but I will keep you all posted. I will keep you all posted in the exclamation point Discord. Goodbye, Hawaii. I know, but it's just for now. It's just for now. So that's coming up, and I'm really excited about it. And, sooner than later, we will have a shit ton of content for you here coming up very soon. Okay. Now, if you happen to be watching any part of this on YouTube, hey, check out the Twitch channel. We do cool content, much like this. We talk a lot. We yap a lot. It's just kind of the deal, okay? So check out what you're missing on the Twitch, right? And that being said, homies, did you make the room in Minecraft yet? No, Maru did not make the Minecraft room. It's really bungus. It's really bungus, but it's coming together. It's coming together. Let me pull up the picture really quick. Or I guess pictures. All right, check this. So Maru's putting it all together. She's got a bunch of this shit on my desk thus far, but she's going to be moving off on this side over here, if you can see my mouse. And then where the dogs are is my side. So this is going to be really sick nasty. Here's a slightly larger image of the room. It's a little bit bigger than we've got working on right now, but Maru will be right next. Hey, I know that guy. And also the fact that there's going to be a bathroom right here, which means that we can pee-pee and poo-poo real quick, like while we're on stream. It's going to be awesome. Look at all those Calaxes. Yeah, I know. I told Pete to make it in Minecraft. Whatever, dude. I don't got time for that. Do I look like I got time for that? Literal mansion. I wouldn't say mansion. But hey, we work with what we got. So, oh, wrong scene. So, my homies, I hope you had fun here today, because I know I certainly have. This has been a hoot, holler, goof, gaff, laugh, riot, and a chuckle. I know it was a short stream here today, but honestly, I've got so much shit to do before we move out to Colorado. So I need to attend to that like forthwith. I need to attend to that forthwith. So what we're going to do is, you should probably know exactly where we're going by now. We're gonna go say hello to the wonderful. Oh my god, Twitch is really just fucking itself up on my PC. I don't understand why. We're gonna go say hello to the wonderful Asiago Peach, and the schedule has not changed yet. I will update that in the Discord, and also once I go offline, you can actually see it on the offline screen now, which is pretty sick nasty. So I love you. I appreciate you. Go say hello to the wonderful Asiago Peach, and I will see you once again on Wednesday and or Thursday. Wednesday for the movie night, and Thursday for your typically scheduled content. Okay. Love you. Appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Go say hello to Asiago Peach. Put in a raid message. Go say hello. Go say I don't know, something around the lines of like, "Hey, clowning around." I'm not very good at raid messages. Okay. I'll see you later. Go say hello to Asiago Peach.